All right, the results of the belief quiz. I had given y'all the bedroom and the wallet quiz from last Friday's class, and these are the results from the 9 o'clock folks. And basically, and this is a little bit convoluted, but you can kind of see a geometric plane up here. And to give you an idea, this is just like in math, basically. If you fall on this side, it's going to be a positive up here. If you fall along the top, it's going to be a positive basically up there. If you fall below the horizontal line, it's a minus. And if you fall to the left of the horizontal line, it's also going to be a minus. Basically what we're talking about is I had given you the bedroom and the wallet quiz. And this horizontal line here is actually what's known as the wallet line. This vertical line that's actually over here is what is known as the bedroom line. So to put this into context, and I'm going to take this quadrant by quadrant because this is a little bit of a small screen. If you fall to the right of this horizontal line, this typically means that you believe that government should regulate people's wallet or government should regulate economic issues. If, on the other hand, you fall to the left of this line, it typically means that you believe that government should stay out of wallet or economic issues. Government should stay out of it. And believe it or not, for a lot of people, economics is an important issue. What you'll see, though, is that you've still got this horizontal line, though. And this horizontal line is going to be dealing with bedroom or moral issues. And the idea here is that if you fell above this horizontal line, then you believe that government should regulate morals very strongly. You believe that there are certain things that people should be allowed to do. Maybe more importantly, you believe that there are certain things that people should be forbidden from doing. And then, by the same token, if you fall below this horizontal line, then this typically means that you believe that government should stay out of moral issues. Now let me take this quadrant by quadrant, and I had mentioned to you that there were basically four terms. There are basically four terms for ideology: liberal, conservative, libertarian, and populist. If you fell in this bottom left-hand quadrant, and you'll notice Vanessa, Taylor, Adrian, Karen, Doug are actually all on the same dot, and then Helen over here. You folks believe that the government should stay out of economic issues, meaning government should not regulate wallet issues. People should keep what they earn, but also earn what they keep. If you fell below the horizontal line, meaning that government should stay out of moral issues. So abortion, for example, would be a woman's choice. Gay marriage would be the individual's choice. Weed, maybe, should be more legal, or prayer should not be imposed. If you fell in this bottom quadrant, meaning government should not regulate wallet or government should not regulate bedroom, you folks are actually what are known as my libertarians. Libertarians have a tendency of believing that the government that governs best is the government that governs least. And again, government is more the problem than it is the solution. So when it comes to economic issues, government should not overly tax people just because they made too much money. When you start thinking about this, government should not provide people help when they purchase their first homes. When you think about it, government, frankly, should, when you think about regulation as far as these things are concerned, minimum wage is an example of a regulation that libertarians might say we don't need. Not that they don't think people should be paid, but their argument is if government sets a floor for a minimum wage, then that means that individuals are not going to be paid more even if they're worth it. If you perform better without a minimum wage in place, then in fact you'd earn more. These are some examples. Now when it comes to moral issues, government should stay out of personal decisions. Libertarians are actually the one party that believes in the legalization of weed, believe it or not. This is right in their platform. With this in mind, gay marriage, it's not the government's business. Abortion is not the government's business. When you start dealing with pledging allegiance to the flag in English, that's not the government's business. When you deal with prayer in schools, that's not government's business. So the libertarians are typically going to believe that the government actually should stay out of these issues and let people decide on their own. Now, to give you a sense of this, Adrian, Karen, and Doug is our libertarian. He said it from day one, and in fact, he did score that way. Adrian, Karen, and Doug, y'all scored on the same spot. On 5 of the 7, y'all said that government should stay out of moral issues and let people make decisions on their own. On 4 of the 7, though, you said government should stay out of economics. So to put this into context, Adrian, Karen, and Doug, y'all are very strongly libertarian in terms of moral issues. But 4-3 in terms of economics, you're very, very moderate libertarian in terms of economic issues. It really depends more on what the issue is. Vanessa, you are the exact opposite, and you're filming, so I can talk straight to you. Vanessa, on 5 of the 7, you said government should stay out of your wallet. So the idea is that I should earn what I keep, and I should keep what I earn. And in fact, on 4 of the 7, you said government should stay out of morals. So Vanessa, while you lean that the government should stay out of your personal business, the fact is that there are some things you don't approve of. And the fact is that it really depends on the issue whether government should be involved or not. Does that basically sound like you, Vanessa? You have to speak because the camera's not on you.
Kind of.
Kind of, yeah, it does. You could see, if you saw the look on her face, class, you would understand. Helen is our resident crazy, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Helen, on 6 of the 7 questions, you believe that the government should stay out of your moral issues. On 5 of the 7 questions, you believe that the government should actually stay out of wallet or economic issues. Helen, you are a very strong libertarian. And Taylor, in fact, basically, if you notice up here, Taylor, you're basically 1 question away from the center, and this is the center that's basically right up here. Taylor, depending upon the issue, just like Atif and just like Father Connor, in fact, you folks are really middle of the road. Your political views are going to depend on the issue more than they're going to be dependent on what your views are. You're moderate on things, and that's actually an admirable place to be. But you folks are my libertarians. Now, let's move up. In the upper left-hand quadrant for the 9 o'clock class, if you believe that the government, and here's the plus sign up here, if you believe that the government should regulate moral issues, but in fact you believe that the government should stay out of economic ones, you folks are what are known as my conservatives. And in an American context, you could probably say Republicans fall very much in line with these kinds of principles. Conservatives believe that there are moral issues that government needs to regulate. So with this in mind, prayer should be allowed in public schools, because when you think about the public schools, that is a government-run type of an entity. A woman should not have the final say, or the only say, maybe is a better way of saying this, in regards to things like abortion. Weed should not be legal, because there's certain things that frankly people should not do, and we could go on and on with this. Conservatives are basically saying that government can make better decisions for people's morals than people can themselves. When it comes to economic issues, though, what you'll see over here is that government, just so Republicans, conservatives, just like libertarians, believe that the government should stay out of the wallet. Government should not delve into economic issues too strongly at all. Now, when you look at this, we've got Bao, we've got Atif, we've got Emmanuel, we've got Brian, and we've got Jake, our Russian. When you look at this, Atif, on 4 of 7, you believe that government should regulate morals. On 4 of 7, you believe that government should stay out of economics. Atif, you're not a strong conservative. You're very moderate in this regard, but you're conservative leaning. So more often than not, government should regulate morals, and more often than not, government should stay out of the wallet. Brian, surprised me a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On 6 of the 7 questions, Brian, you said government should stay out of your wallet, your economic issues, regulations of this sort. Having said this, on 5 of the 7, you said that the government should actually regulate moral issues. So you, Brian, are probably a little bit stronger in terms of an economic conservative, government staying out of your business, but you're solidly conservative in terms of morals. Jake, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On 6 of the 7 questions, Jake, you said that government should regulate morals. That sounds like somebody from Russia when you think about it, that dictatorial kind of control. Having said this, on 5 of the 7, and you're basically the exact opposite of Brian, on 5 of the 7, you said that government should stay out of your economic issues. So Jake, you're a stronger conservative in terms of morals than you are in terms of economics, but you're very solidly conservative, at least in both. Bao and Emmanuel, you believe in money. Bao, you believe in your money being yours a little bit more. But if you notice, Atif, Bao, and Emmanuel, you're all on the same line. All of you agree with slightly more government regulation of morals, although Bao, you believe in more freedom in terms of economics than Atif, and Emmanuel, you believe in more terms of more economic freedom than Bao and Atif probably combined. But you folks are my conservatives. Now, one other thing to mention before I go into the other side. Anytime categories share a side, this means that they have something in common. So when you look at conservatives and libertarians, they're exactly the same in the sense that they believe that the government should stay out of economic issues. Conservatives believe in regulating morals. Libertarians believe in the government staying out of those morals. So in this regard, if you look at this, Bao and Vanessa and Helen, you're all three on the same line in that on 5 of the 7 questions, you said government should stay out of economics. Where you differ, though, is that Bao, you have a certain degree of morals. Vanessa, of course, you have less morals than Bao. And Helen, good God, woman, on 6 of the 7, you said government should stay out of this. You maybe have the least morals of all. But you know what I'm saying. Now, with this in mind, let's go down to the bottom quadrant. If the upper left-hand quadrant is going to be Republicans, the bottom left-hand quadrant, if the government is going to regulate economic or wallet issues, but stay out of bedroom or moral issues, you folks are going to be what are known as my liberals. And in the American context, this is basically going to mean the Democrats. So if you look at this, here's Karina, here's Mojan, Diana and Mojan on the exact same point. Here's Tomas, the Argentinian, and then Jennifer over here, I believe the Colombian who was involved in the flag burning incident from last week. If you look at these, Mojan and Diana, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, on 6 of the 7 questions, you believe that the government should stay out of moral issues. On 4 of the 7, though, you did believe that the government should regulate economics. So y'all are both strong strong moral liberals, but you're very moderate in terms of economics, and both of you could change one question and end up over here with the libertarians, in fact, like Doug, which is kind of scary. Tomas, wow, Tomas, on 7 of the 7 questions, you said government should stay out of your morals. Government should stay out. So if Helen doesn't have a lot of morals, Tomas, you, the Argentinian, have even less. On 7 of 7. But with this in mind, on 4 of 7, you said that government should regulate wallet or economic issues. So you're also a morally strong liberal, but in fact very moderate in terms of economic issues. Jennifer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jennifer, on 6 of the 7 questions, you said government should regulate economics. And on 6 of the 7 questions, you said that government should basically stay out of moral issues. Jennifer, you are the strongest liberal in the class. And you'll notice if you draw lines, the further you are from the center, the stronger you are in your views. So Jennifer, I don't want to scare you, but you know, if you go much further, you become to the level where you're really going to be close to a communist, and I really would not want to wish that necessarily on anybody. Now the last, and notice up here, I was talking about if you share sides. If you notice, conservatives and libertarians share a side. They both believe that the government should stay out of wallet issues. If you notice, the libertarians and the liberals, they are sharing the moral or the bedroom line. So they believe that government should stay out of this. If you notice, when it's catty corner, the conservatives believe in staying out of the wallet. The liberals believe in regulating it. The liberals believe in staying out of morals or bedroom issues. The conservatives believe in regulating it. So if you're catty like this, you don't share any similarities. You're the exact opposite. Now our last group up here, oh baby. There are some of you that are going to believe with the idea that government is there to help the people. Government is there to help Joe and Jane Sixpack. The government can actually regulate economic and regulate moral issues, bedroom and wallet issues, better than people can make those kinds of decisions for themselves. You folks are what are known as my populists. Populists. Government believes, or populists believe, that government is there to help people. And in fact, people cannot stand on their own 2 feet and make the best decisions, so government is there for them. We're going to regulate economic issues because you don't spend your money as well as you should, and we're going to regulate morals because goodness knows you can't make those decisions as well. Here, Father Connor, maybe not surprisingly, you believe in regulating moral issues on 4 of the 7. You believe in regulating wallet issues on 4 of the 7. So if you changed any one of those answers, Father Connor, you could have been in any of these 4 blocks, but you are leaning populist. If you look, Manuel, 1, 2, 3, on 5 of the 7, you believe that government should regulate economics. 4 of the 7, you believe that government should regulate morals. So you're a good, solid economic populist, but you're leaning in terms of morality. We get to Carl. Carl, 5 of 7 and 5 of 7. Government should regulate morals. Government should regulate wallet issues. You're a good, solid populist that government can help people better than they can help themselves. Now, I always like it when the chicks are up here really, really high. And here is Candace. Candace, on 6 of the 7 questions, as did Elva, in fact, 6 of the 7 questions, you believe that government should regulate morals. Candace, for you, only on 4 of the 7 did you believe in regulating wallet, though. So you're a strong populist in terms of morality. You're more moderate in terms of economics. But Elva, you are in a category all your own. And once again, if we draw this arrow, you believed on 5 of the 7 that government should regulate economics. 6 of the 7, you believe that government should regulate morals. Elva, this basically means that you have control issues. Not to be overly offensive or overly judgmental, but in fact, the further that you score away, if indeed you become into this category, Elva, you have dictatorial tendencies, in fact. So if there is a question on the first exam, who is most likely to be the dictator in the class? It is unquestionably going to be Elva. For the exam purposes, make sure you understand the relationship between government regulation of economics and government regulation of morals in terms of populist, conservative, liberal, and libertarian, and you should be fine. Good luck on this.